Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation, it reads like this. Brother Nash, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I am a man who is living in a foreign country like some of my syndicate members. After we had decided to sacrifice our wives, we were then told that our wives were now coming to hound us and they were going to kill us because they were now united in the spirit and they wanted to see us running mad and we were going to die. So since we still wanted to enjoy the money that we got from the rituals that we did, that was when the traditional healer gave us a new covenant. It is a painful one, but it is far much better because you continue living. We were told that we have to go and live in foreign countries and to never return back to Zim. So I chose South Africa. Some of my friends, they chose Namibia, and some of them, they chose Botswana. So it was 8 of us when we went to do these rituals. So the rituals that I have been doing that are part of the new covenant, even though we were told to do this from the previous covenant. And we are supposed to sleep with women. So I always look for women on Facebook, or if I want women that are from Zim, I go into Zim WhatsApp groups where I then start to look at the profile pictures of different women that will be in that group, and I'll approach that woman. You'll be surprised as to how much women love money these days. Even if she is married, when I start to speak with her, I know how to speak with a married woman. Show her that you have money and you do not want anything else from her. You just want to spoil her. You'll be surprised as to how many women will fall in love with you. And if I want to be with a South African woman, it is also easy. I just go on Facebook. There are too many South African groups where there are desperate South African women that just want to be loved by men that have money. So I am always in the streets looking for those desperate women, and then I start to chat with her, send her money, and then I will tell her to come to my place for a sleepover if she wants more from me. And then when she comes to my place where I am staying currently in Witbank, and as I would be making love to him, there is a walking stick that I was given. This walking stick, it transforms itself and it will become a snake. So this snake, it survives on the fluids that come out of a woman's private part after she would have reached climax. So then when she would have climaxed and after I will be done, I will tell her that I am tired so that she can sleep, and when she falls fast asleep, she will sleep and she won't even wake up because everything that will be happening there, it will be spiritual. This snake will make her to sleep and not to wake up. She can only wake up after the ritual is done. So before she comes to my place, there is this other red garment like what they wear in the red garment churches. I was told to buy one like that by the traditional healer that we met in Mozambique. So I take it and I will fold it neatly and place it underneath my bed before she arrives. And then when I am making love to her, that red garment will be underneath the bed. When we are done, when she is fast asleep and too tired to wake up, I will take that garment and I will put it on and I will sleep right next to him. But when I am wearing that red garment, I make sure to expose my private parts so that it can be easy for the snake to do whatever that it wants. This snake will climb on top of the bed. It will start to lick me all over my body and finishing up by licking me on my private parts. So the snake, it survives with the fluid that will be on my private parts that the woman that I'll be sleeping with would have left on my private part. And when it is done licking my manhood, it will go onto the floor. Then it will start to vomit. It will vomit money and it will disappear. I will get off from the bed and I will take the money and hide it, and then I will return back to bed after I would have removed and packed the red garment. Soon after that, when I have gotten back into bed, the woman that I will be with, she would be surprised as to how fast she fell asleep. Then we will sleep throughout the night. So there was this other lady, she is also from Zim. That woman, she does not even know that she has prophetic, even healing powers. If she was not a prostitute sleeping around, even though she is married, I am telling you, this woman could have started a very big church. I saw it in a vision, but she is a promiscuous woman. That is why the Holy Spirit has left her, even though sometimes the Holy Spirit comes back to her since she has a gift and reveals some secret things to her. Like when I was with her, she did not know that I am a ritualist. She came to my place after lying to her husband. After I had slept with him, she was fast asleep. I woke up and I started doing my rituals like I always do. Then that was when she woke up. She woke up, Brother Nashi, and then she was like, please switch on the light. She was panicking because she saw me in a vision. I was a snake, because when I am doing these rituals, when the snake is licking me, my face become like the face of a snake. I'll be having my whole body, but from the neck going up, I will become a snake. So she saw me in a vision. She was like, please, can you switch on the light? Because I always make sure to sleep with a woman without using protection, and to sleep with her in the dark to make sure that she won't see things that will be happening. So she was like, can you please switch on the light? Where are you? I was standing close to the door and I did not want to switch it on. That was when I quickly removed the red garment and transformed back into my normal self. I kicked that red garment underneath the bed and I went on top of her and I started making love to her, but still she insisted and she said that she wanted to see me in the light, and so she switched on the light. She came and she said, are you okay? She started looking at me and she said, I saw you were different in a vision that I saw. And I said, no, I don't think what you saw was for real. So she is someone that does not believe in visions. In the visions that she sees, she does not know that even though she is someone that is like a prostitute, but still the Holy Spirit is trying to reveal things to her, because she was born with a mission to be a prophet, to heal people. So when I was still back home in Zim, I was an illegal gold miner. A lot of people, they knew me as Biggie or Oburu, because when I was there digging up for gold, I used to do whatever that I wanted to do. That's why they said Buru. It means a bull that can do whatever that it wants. Right now, I am 41 years old and I am staying here in Witbank in South Africa. So I sell second-hand phones, not because I survive on that, but we were told that when we move to the foreign land where we would be staying, we just need to find a small business just to make people think that that is what you do, but you have money that is given to you by your Tokoloshi, the snake. So I just look like I am a hustler, but I killed my wife just to get this wealth that I have. I had to kill my wife, the woman who gave me 2 kids. So in order for me to keep on enjoying, I have to sacrifice these women that comes to me simply because they want my money. I grew up in an area that is called Kadoma in Zim, near Patchway Mine. Like my parents, they were very broke. We used to go to school not wearing any shoes, and my mom used to sell at different bus ranks, and I then dropped out of school and I also started doing what my parents were doing. That was when I met some of my friends that I was with in high school, and then they told me that they were now working as illegal gold miners. In Zim we call it Makorokoza. We went there. That was when we started working. It was very dangerous and it was very harsh. This changed my heart to become someone that is very heartless. In order for you to survive as an illegal gold miner, you need to become an animal. You stop being a human being and then you become an animal. We used to work with corrupt mine guards. We would give them bribes and they would let us into the mines and we will start digging up for the gold. So the gold that we were getting from the mines, the problem was that even if we would get a lot, as a syndicate, there is someone that will be providing you with the equipment that you are using. So he takes a very big share and there is nothing that you can do about it. So sometimes we will come back home with a little bit of money, yet you'll be putting yourself in danger, and another person that will be staying in the suburbs will be enjoying the money. Then that was when we met this other man. We used to call him Say Danger Shefu. He was a former soldier who had gone to Mozambique. When he came back after he had deserted as a soldier, he joined our syndicate. This was in the year 2013. He brought with him some tools and he said that we did not need these sponsors because they were taking everything from us. And he told us that when he was still in Mozambique, he had met this other traditional healer. This traditional healer, he said, was a woman. So in order for this woman to assist you, you were supposed to suck on her breast first. You had to suck on her breast in order for her to assist you. If you did not suck on her breast, she could not assist you. So then that was when we decided that we were going to Mozambique. We then went to Mozambique, and after we had gone to Mozambique, we then met with the traditional healer. This traditional healer then told us that in order for us to become rich, we were supposed to buy knives. So all of us, we had bought knives. It was 8 of us who were in this illegal gold mining syndicate. We brought those hunting knives to her shrine. She then told us to buy a goat. So we then bought a black goat, and she gave us an instruction to tie the legs of that goat, and we were told to stab it to death. That goat, Brother Nashim, it felt so much pain until it died because we did not slit its throat, but we stabbed it to death. Then that was when this traditional healer told us that we were supposed to go and catch field mice, and we went into the bushes and we were looking for the field mice. We did set our traps. As for me, 2 days later, I then catched my first one and I brought it back to her shrine. All of my friends, they did the same whilst we were still in Mozambique. What we did not know was that these field mice that we had gotten, they were our wives, and we thought that it was just a mouse, but yet it was your wife. So we were told to put them inside of a big clay pot. 8 of them, we threw them into that clay pot, and we were told to take care of the big clay pot until we would have gotten money. She was going to give us an instruction. We then returned back to Zim. When we returned back to Zim, we were told to take our knives, 8 of them, the hunting knives that we had used to stab that black goat whilst we were in Mozambique, and we were supposed to put them on top of a grave. We left them on top of the grave and we continued digging up for gold. 22 days later, that was when we found gold. And it was a very exciting time. To our surprise, these mice that we had brought from Mozambique, we did not give them water, we did not give them food, but they were very active. They did not die. So one day, it was one amongst us who went down into the mine. Castro went in there. He then called another guy whom we used to call Dread, and Musa, and another guy from Gokwe who was called Simba. They went down the mine shaft and they came back telling us that they had found a belt. So when you see gold underground, it will be like a belt in the rock, and you know that this is gold that you have found. We then went underground, then we started digging and we were digging up for gold, and then we made our money. When we had made our money, we were told to kill those mice that we had brought from Mozambique. What we did not know was that we were killing our own wives. So when the instruction came, we had already done so in the spiritual realm. We were told to kill our wives in order for us to keep this wealth that we had gotten. The healer had also told us that our wealth was tied in one place, and if it happened that one amongst us was going to refuse to sacrifice his wife, then all of us, we were going to struggle in life. So then we made a decision and we said that the person that is going to refuse to sacrifice his wife, that person is going to be killed by the rest of the syndicate members. So it then happened that Castro, in that very same week, he poisoned his girlfriend who was staying in Baitbridge. He went there and he pretended as if he wanted her back, and he poisoned her, and then he came back home. 4 days later, he bought 4 quantum minibuses, and after that dread, he sacrificed his own baby mama, and it was as if it was a robbery that had happened, that had gone wrong. Musa, he strangled his wife whilst she was fast asleep. He waited until she was fast asleep. He then took a pillow and then he strangled her to death. As for Simba as well, he hired people and they sacrificed his wife. And as for me, after I had bought a car, I then went to the mechanic. I then told the mechanic to remove the brakes from the car. My wife died. She perished in an accident. She did not know that when she went on her journey, she would never return back, because she was driving a car without brakes and she perished, and she was still a learner driver. She was unable to control the vehicle and it overturned. I was the last to do it. Brother Nashi, I was in pain. My wife had given me 2 kids, but because of poverty, I said it is far much better. My wife, when she perished, we then went and we buried her in her village. She came from Chegutu, that was where she was born and raised. I then collected some soil from the grave. I was then told to look for a woman whom I was going to sleep with. I slept with that woman and I started making money. Brother Nashim, within 4 months, me and my syndicate members, we had time when we would be running mad. Except for, say, the ex-soldier. He was the one who was not running mad. So whenever he would know that one amongst our syndicate member is running mad, he would call us and we would go and collect that member of our syndicate and we would go and lock up that person at his house. As for me, whenever they told me that I was running mad after I would have recovered, because you would run mad only for a couple of days, they would say that I would remove all of my clothes and then I would be holding my manhood with my balls again, saying that this was an AK-47 that I was holding and I was ready to shoot, and I would be chasing after everyone, but only in the yard, because they would have locked the gate so that people won't know that this was what was happening. I managed to buy 2 cars, a black GD6 Hilux and a BMW, and I opened a spares shop in town, and I was sleeping in different lodges with slay queens as I was using them for rituals. So the more that we kept on going crazy, we then went to Mozambique, and then that was when we were told that we were supposed to do another covenant. A new covenant had to be done, and this covenant was that we were supposed to leave our countries of birth, and we left Zim. I chose South Africa, and some of my friends, they went to Namibia, Botswana, but we regularly meet, and this is what we do. We have to sleep with women in order for us to maintain our sanity, so that we won't be running mad. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll follow through in the comment section. I do not encourage people to do rituals. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother right there. He's saying that he is in South Africa. It is easy for him to get women, even if they are married women. They love money. Our brother also said that his covenant demands that he does not bath. He has a jug of water that he has in his bedroom, in his wardrobe, so he only used that water to wash his manhood. As for the rest of his body, he says that he uses baby wipes. He has not bathed ever since he came to South Africa to this very day. He only used baby wipes to wipe his body. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Let us speak with him in the comment section.